Hey, I heard you've been needing some advice. Well, you came to the right place. Maryam knows best. So first of all, hi, of course, I'm Maryam. I am your little sister that actually knows what the heck she's talking about. So throughout all of these videos that you get throughout the rest of your life, it'll be me giving you information on, wisdom that I've grown over the course of years that you didn't pay attention to. So feel free to make yourself comfortable, get yourself a snack because we finna chat, okay? So today's topic will be based on how to actually have a great 2025. And as cliche as that might sound, I know a lot of people make videos on that topic. I actually have the blueprint. I actually have noticed significant change based on the plan that I have created for myself. So I currently am a freshman in college, and I've had a successful first semester, and going into 2025 now, I'm gonna have another great semester. So I'm gonna let you in on the scoop. So there's 5 easy steps into having a successful year overall. It goes for any time. It really doesn't expire. You can do it whenever the heck you want. You can start in 2 months or you can start in a day. Honestly, the plan goes how you want. So it starts off with the thought, then it goes into the plan, then the contract, the action, and last, the results. So let's talk about the thought. So the thought is honestly just whatever the heck you want to do. Do you want to have a fitness goal this year? Do you want to be able to, eat better this year? Do you want to become a better Muslim this year? Whatever it is that you want to do, it doesn't matter. You can even sit here and say, I want to go to the moon. As long as you have the thought, you can do it. So we'll go into depth about that in a second. Second is the plan. Now, this is where I say it's important to sit with yourself, because now what you're going to do is you're going to do what everybody and their mother does, make New Year's resolutions. But instead, what I want you to do is think about each and everything. Make a list of everything that you want and what your plans are. Write it down, but go into detail. For example, I'll use me for example. I said that I wanted to get in the gym this semester, right? I went into detail. I used ChatGPT. I looked it up. I said, I want to focus on this part of my body, this part. What are workouts that I can do? TikTok's being banned, unfortunately, but I used TikTok during the time. I looked up different workouts. I said, what are workouts to address this part, and I wrote down each and everything. ChatGPT was very helpful because what they did was they were like, so you have to eat this amount of food, have to do this certain amount of reps to be able to do this and a third, and it was so helpful. Make a plan. Put it out completely. I don't care if you don't have time. Find the time. Make a long plan. Make a plan. Be detailed and very intentional about what you write. Now, for my girlies that are visual learners, I want you to sit and go on Pinterest and go and find images for each and everything that you set on there. One thing that I think is a huge factor and very helpful is try to not find pictures with faces on it. Therefore, when you look at your vision board, you just only see yourself. You can't see other people. It's not going to make you think like, oh, this person deserves that. No, all you see is you. So go to Pinterest, find a picture for each and everything that you said on your list. So if you talking about you want a slim back, go find a picture of a dark-skinned girl with a slim back. I'm speaking for me, right? I'm gonna go find a picture of a dark-skinned girl with a slim back, right? And then make it into a vision board. Now I want you to do 3 things. So for the people that are in college, put it on your computer, your iPad, whatever educational device you use for school. Put it on your wallpaper, as in your phone. And then for overall standpoint, you can make a physical one, right? Now, when it comes to physical vision boards, I think it is so important, and I will attach an image on the side. Put a mirror on your vision board. I mean it. It is so helpful. Put a mirror on your vision board. Go to Dollar Tree. I found mine. It had a cute little gold rim on it. It was so cute. And it goes with the aesthetic of my board. All you need is tape. Put a mirror on your vision board, so when you look at your physical vision board, you see yourself. For your digital vision boards, put pictures of yourself on your vision board so that you can be able to internalize and see it as yours, not as others, right? So that's important when it comes to the plan. Now that you have an instilled plan and you see exactly what it is that you want, I want you to do the big thing. The contract. The contract. This is what I have learned, or at least came up with, because I haven't seen anybody else talk about it. But I want you to write a contract. I'm about to pull out the big shebang. Write a contract. Easy. Maryam's 2025 goals. Write a contract. I want you to take your plan, everything you wrote down, type it up, put it on the computer, type it up. Say, I hereby blank space commit to whatever the heck it is that you said. Now, me on the other hand, I came up with 10 different goals that I wanted. So yes, it will take some time, but write that contract, right? Fourth, close to last. The fourth pinpoint is the action. When you go out into the world and you go and you fulfill all these contracts, I want you to do it with passion. I want you to remember why you're doing it, because you wrote that in the contract. This will fulfill this. This will help me with this. I want you to be intentional about the action that you do. Not only will it be fulfilling for your internal, but also it will be fulfilling for your physical. I don't know if what your goal is. I don't know if, mental health, physical health, any type of thing that'll benefit you, any type of commitment that you want to make in life. Do it with intention. Make sure that you're doing it and you're not doing it just because the contract said it. Remember exactly what you wrote in that contract was because this will help me. Don't write a contract and just force yourself to do stuff. Write a contract, be intentional, find the good in it, find the positivity in it, find the blessing in it. Because at the end of the day, you're only writing this contract so you can hold yourself accountable. You're only writing this contract so you can practice discipline and consistency. Understand and remember that. If you don't know exactly what you want to do, or your contract doesn't look so professional to you and you want it to feel like the real deal, which I highly suggest, you want it to feel like the real deal, put all the information that you want. Say, ChatGPT, make a contract for me. And it will plot out the whole thing, every single detail that you said and more. You can go back and read it, say like, oh yeah, that is helpful. I should do that. And what I want you to do when you're ready, and make sure you put a date on it. For example, mine was to start, one of my goals was start my YouTube channel on January 13th, or film on January 13th, and keep going, right? So put a date on it and basically use that to help you basically plot out a whole goal, a whole adjustment, because I want you to understand what happens when other people write contracts. When businesses write contracts and you don't fulfill it, what happens? You either get sued, there's repercussions behind it, you're trapped in the deal, you're doing stuff you don't want to do no more. It's just a bad thing if you don't fulfill your contract, right? So I want you to look at it like that for yourself. Write a contract and say to yourself, I want to commit to all of these things. Now, on to the big shebang. So I call this the Reading Theory. So I was dibbling and dabbling into, like a lot of like spiritual TikTok and stuff like that. And I came across this thing where they say if you write something in red ink, it heightens the manifestation of it, right? Now, I'm Muslim, so I kind of was like, I don't know if it's true, but it sounds like a good idea. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna write a contract to myself and I'm gonna sign it in red ink. I want that contract and that red ink tactic to be so real that I'm gonna fulfill it. I want you to go and find a red ink pen, pencil, whatever, and write your name in it, put a date on it, sign it with your signature, do whatever the heck you want to do. And I bet you'll fulfill it because you want it to be real, because you want this to be so true. You will fulfill it. By the end of your contract, you will look at it and say, wow, I did everything on there that I said I was supposed to do. Why? Because I wanted the red ink theory to be real. So I really, really want you to sit with yourself. I really want you to take the time out of your day, out of your week, to just sit and say, what is it that I want? Because honestly, the red ink theory works. I did it last semester for the gym. I remember before I even made the contract, I said to myself, I was like, I'm going to be in the gym 4 days a week. And I wasn't. I'm so real. Like, I was not in the gym. Like, I was like, okay, girl. But the second I went, I wrote that on a contract and I signed it. I said, oh, snap, I got to fulfill this. I got to do it. And I was in the gym 4 days a week. One thing that a lot of YouTubers talk about, or, you know, honestly, trendy sites talk about, is creating different trends for yourself, right? So like they'll talk about being the mysterious woman, or being, you know, super adaptive, and just being this prototype, this image, right? And I notice with myself is that I'm quite prone to trends. So I said, you know what, instead of being completely wholeheartedly prone to whatever it is that you want me to be prone to, why don't I just adapt and work with what you say? So with that, I created my yearly new era. So what I do every year is I sit down with myself. That's the big word of today, is sit down with yourself. I sit down with myself and I say, what is it that I need the most? And usually it'll come out to one word. I need to focus more on myself. I need to stop people pleasing. I need to show people, you know what I'm saying, all the people that did me wrong. I need to do this, I need to do that, right? And I go back and I look at whatever I say and I say, what's one word that could technically define that? So for example, since it's in the past, because I'm keep it a secret, that's a big thing. Do not tell everybody in a mama what your era is, right? Because that's just gonna make it harder for you to achieve whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. So I'll tell you a past one. I ain't gonna tell you all my business. But one thing I said to myself, I remember in my senior year of high school, because I'm a freshman now, so last year, I said to myself, I feel like I've been giving a lot to everybody. And a lot of people have been doing me wrong, even though I've been absolutely amazing to them. I said, you know what? I'm gonna get revenge. But not in a bad way. I'm gonna boss up on y'all, and I'm gonna do better than y'all, and y'all gonna be mad. So what I said is, I'm gonna name it my revenge era. And what did I do that year? That year I went to the United Nations. That year I traveled to Ghana for the second time. That year I got Imhotep of the Year. Like, when I say like, I had everybody who did me wrong just like, so I named it my revenge era, right? So one thing that I'll say is sit and ponder with yourself and say, what is it that I want out of this year? What is it that I want to gain the most? And what I want you to do is, once you come up with that era and put one word, an era, next to it, I want you to put that in a contract. And I want that to be your last piece of contract. With my pamphlet, I have all of my contracts, right? I sign it, doo-doo-doo. But the last part will be my era. It'll end it off very strong and positively. Ending off your contract with your era will allow you to be able to see everything that you've planned for this year and wrap it up at the end and say, wow. When I tell you, you will look back and say, dang, this really is like contributing to me being in my revenge era. Wow. one thing I said to myself this year, and I'll let you in on a little bit of my business, just a little bit, is I want to be a lethal woman, right? So I wrote down, I said, what is it that makes a lethal woman? She's unapologetic, she goes after her dreams, she has faith, she's resilient. And I noticed, I said, with that, I said, wow, all of these things that I've made goals for actually contribute to me being lethal, right? So honestly, my biggest like wisdom I can ever give you is to romanticize your life. Make your whole life just seem so cool. Like when I say, like, you will look back at it and be like, wow, this is so awesome. Like, my life is really cool. I wrote a contract to myself. I done made an era for myself. I done defined myself as something. Like, I'm that girl. Like, I know, like, for me, I look back at myself and I'm just like, wow, you can do that and more. I know a lot of people, they look at my situation and they're like, you're a freshman doing all this stuff in college already. I had a plan. I said to myself that I'm not going to college and just gonna wait. I made a plan and I put in that action, made that contract, and here I am with the results. Trust yourself, make a plan for yourself, and commit to yourself. One thing I want to say is erase the word consistency out of your dictionary, okay? We don't use the word consistency around here. We use the word commitment, because the fact of committing to something means that you want to do it. Consistency is forcing yourself to do it. You want to do it. So stop saying consistent and start saying committed, because you want to be successful. You want to have a good year. Not because you have to have a good year. You want to. So commit to yourself. Make sure that you commit to yourself this year. It's a done deal, girl. We done sitting around waiting for stuff to come to us. Drake said it best. I'm the type to say a prayer and then go get what I just prayed for. Like, we're done. We're done waiting. We go after what we want. We don't allow fear and accusations and other people's thoughts to get in the way of our destiny. Go after what you want, girl. You can do it. So that's what I think about control. Say no, I'm playing. All right, last pinpoint, the results. The results are amazing. You did it. I want you to come back to this video when you're done with your contract and tell me how it goes. Let me know all the things. And if it didn't work for you, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. So I'm kidding. I guarantee this will work for you because you have discipline and you know exactly what it is that you want out of life. So I guarantee that this will work for you. I am really excited for you. Honestly, the results are going to be amazing. You're going to look back at that contract and be like, yes, girl, I did it. Don't be like, yeah, girl, you did it. But I really am excited for you and I look forward to seeing your results. Honestly, this was so helpful to me. And I am now enforcing it into my whole 2025 and not just a semester anymore. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. This is my very first video. I'm a little hot, but it's okay. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I had such a great time telling you guys all of my business and letting you in on the tea. And I really hope that you have a great year. Like, I done gave y'all the game plan. Fulfill it. Like, I'm so happy. But it is so amazing that you guys watch this video. Make sure you leave a thumbs up. Comment down below because I need to be hearing from y'all, okay? Please don't let me feel like I'm just drifting in the wind talking to myself. Go ahead and comment down below. You know you love me. But thanks, guys. See you.